A special gift for a special someone. It is 2 weeks before Christmas and Mark ants to surprise his wife Naomi with the perfect Christmas gift. Mark was at work, while Naomi was at home with her babies. Mark and Naomi have been married for 6 years. Mark knows Naomi loves jewelry, especially rings. She loves rings, especially diamond, emerald, sapphire, or ruby. He also knows she is a very hardworking mother and wife. Before she was pregnant, she worked from 6 in the morning and came home at 10 at night. She was a nurse working so many hours day in and day out. Now, she is on maternity leave and she takes care of her twin daughters while Mark works as a real estate agent. Even though Naomi loves rings, he wants to give something very special this Christmas. Something that will wow her forever. After work he went to the mall to find something lovely for his wife. Mark knows that Naomi loves flowers, most importantly red and pink roses with a mix of tulips, baby breaths, peonies and camellias. He thought about the perfect gift. His idea is to buy a bouquet with her favorite flowers and it says Merry Christmas Naomi. A little note will be attached to the box and it will say, to my beautiful, lovely, sweet, caring and funny wife Naomi, love, Mark. When she opens the box there will be a letter saying, Dear Naomi, I met you in my first year of college. I did not know anyone and I just moved to South Carolina with my family. College was scary until I meet you. You are the sweetest person I ever met with your cute southern accent. We became so close and soon I had to ask you to be my girlfriend. I was so nervous and you said yes with no hesitate. We hit it off and after we graduated, we were still together. Do you remember our very first date? We went to an ice cream shop and a movie that was fun. Ever since I meet you, I knew you were the one. Now, 6 years later, here we are married and have beautiful twin daughters who I love and adore so much. I love you Naomi so much, you will always have my heart. Words cannot describe how much I feel about you, love, Mark. This will be the perfect gift for her. Mark went into the jewelry store and saw all these beautiful rings, but he came a beautiful opal ring with a Victorian style. Excuse me, how much is the opal ring with Victorian details? Asked Mark. It is $869, said the jeweler. How much is this camellia ring? He added. It is $8,480, said the jeweler. Mark was thinking about getting them, but he did not want to spend all his money on 2 rings. I would like to purchase the ruby ring please, says Mark. Your total is $488, says the jeweler. Mark paid for the ring and thanked the jeweler and left. He left the mall and went to his local flower shop. He went inside and requested an order of a bouquet of flowers. Hi Lillian, how are you? He said. I am doing well Mark, how are you? Lillian asked. I am doing well thank you, he says. I would like a bouquet of red and pink roses, tulips, baby breaths, peonies and camellias, and could you organize the flowers saying, Merry Christmas Naomi, please? Asked Mark. Yes, I can do that Mark, Naomi is a special one, she says while smiling. How much would that be? He asked. Usually, it is $130 but for you I mark it down to $80, says Lillian. Thank you so much, Mark says. I will pick him up on Wednesday, he says and leaves. Mark heads home to cook dinner for his wife and children. He arrives home from a long day. He takes out his keys and opens the door. Hey honey, says Naomi while feeding the babies. Hey sweetie, how are you? He asked while kissing her cheek. I'm hanging in there, she says. Mark sits down on the sofa while holding his daughter. How was work? She asked. Work is work. I cannot complain, he says. Mark falls asleep on the sofa with his daughter and takes a nap. 3 hours later he wakes up to make dinner for his family. He made pork and vegetables for him and Naomi and baby food for the babies. They were eating their food in peace. After they finished eating dinner, Mark put the babies to bed and kissed them goodnight. Naomi and Mark head to bed, they kiss each other goodnight and went to sleep. Next day, Mark wakes up and kisses his wife bye and leaves to work. While driving to work he wants to pick up some coffee from Starbucks before starting his day. He finally got to work and went straight to his office. All he kept thinking about was the flowers and how they had to look perfect for his wife. He was not thinking about work at all, to be honest. He wanted to leave work early so bad, but he could not because he had to work until 5 in the afternoon today. The day passes by and it is already 2:20 in the afternoon. He wanted to give Lillian a call to see how the flowers were coming along. He did not want to disturb her from her job, so he dismisses it and continued to work. Finally, the day was over and he can finally go to the flower shop to pick up his flowers. He gets to the flower shop and the order is ready for pickup. He could not wait to see the smile on his wife's face. He gets home and he put it on the table. The next morning, she wakes up and heads downstairs to eat breakfast, only to find out there was a big purple box on table. It says, "From Mark to my beautiful wife Naomi." She opens the box and sees a beautiful bouquet of flowers saying, "Merry Christmas, Naomi." She was so happy. She read the letter and started to cry. After reading letter, she sees a little sky blue box. She opens it and it was a beautiful ruby ring. "Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful," she says happily. She runs upstairs to wake Mark. She runs into the bedroom and hugs him. She kept thanking him for such a beautiful gift. "I love you so much. This the best Christmas gift I have ever gotten," she says. "You welcome, Naomi. I always love you," he says softly. They kiss each other and went downstairs for breakfast.